Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. I washed my hair and I'm going to style it today. And I'm gonna be using some new products and I'm going to do something. I don't think I've ever filmed this. I don't even remember the last time I did this. I'm going to do a 3-strand twist out. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a 2-strand twist, but rather than 2, you're using 3. And the trick is not to braid because your hands are gonna wanna braid, but don't do that. So let's get started. I am starting on freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. So under here, it should be in really great condition if I've done this correctly and washed it out, which I usually don't. So we'll see. And I'm using a couple of new products. So I'm going to be using Shea Moisture products to style today. And the first one I'm using is this. It's a leave-in conditioner. Sorry, it's a leave-in treatment, and it's called the Silicone Free Miracle Styler Leave-In Treatment. So I'm gonna start with that as my leave-in. Step 1. After that, I'm going to be doing the twist. Now here's the thing. I was watching some of the videos from the Shea Moisture Canada virtual series, and I was specifically watching the one yesterday on a twist out, and the stylist had totally different hair than me. I think her hair is more type 3, whereas I am heavily leaning towards type 4, possibly 3C, maybe, when Mercury's in retrograde, whatever. But she did something that I thought I'm gonna try today. So what she did, her textures were different. The bottom and the top were almost completely different textures. And I have something similar. So at the back, my hair is a lot tighter and it shrinks a whole lot more. Up at the top, it's like a different head of hair. So it's really loose, the curls dry differently. It's just very different. So what she did, she actually used different products. She styled or treated the two sections very differently. So I'm gonna do the same and see how that works for me. On the back, I'm going to be using this new product that I got and I've been wanting to try it for a long time. So this is the Shea Moisture Red Palm and Cocoa Butter Curl Stretch Pudding. So I'm gonna be using that on the back. And for my entire head of hair, so in addition to this styler on the back and just this one alone on the top, I'm going to be using the Red Palm Oil Cocoa Butter Styling Jelly. Now these two products are from a line specifically made for type 4 hair. So the idea is, you know, type 4 hair, it's usually a lot more dense, coarse, thicker, generally, not always, because you can have fine texture and still have, you know, type 4 curls. But this is made for type 4 hair that's prone to shrinkage, which mine is. If I don't put any product and if I don't stretch it, it gets like super tight. I will insert a picture because I took one recently of my hair with no product and it's pretty crazy how different it is. So I wanted to try these just to see how, like, what's it gonna do for my shrinkage? I don't hate my shrinkage. I combat it in a way that makes sense. Like I usually do stretch styles like a twist out or a braid out, and I do that mostly so that my hair doesn't get tangled, because once it shrinks, it knots up on itself. So I'm interested in trying these out and seeing how it works for this 3-strand twist out. So I will show you how it goes. Wish me luck. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna show you anyway. All right, let's get started. I've applied the leave-in treatment and now I'm going to separate the top section that I'm going to be styling with just one product so I don't mix them up. So the front section kind of comes from here, almost like the entire, I don't know how to separate my head, like the entire front section of my hair, pretty much. And I'm gonna go ahead and style the back, and you can see my hair is thick. It's very dense. I'm going to be using the Curl Stretch Pudding first, followed by the Gelee. So I'll show you the consistency of each. The Curl Stretch Pudding is like, it's thick. It's so thick. This is like the thickest butter pudding I've ever seen from Shea Moisture specifically. So that's super thick. Now the styling jelly, it is really liquidy. Like if I don't even know if I can show you without it falling out. I don't want to fall. Do you see that? Look at that. It's so liquidy. So this says they have red palm oil, cocoa butter, and flaxseed oil, which is good. My hair generally likes flaxseed oil. So what I'm gonna do, I will start by spraying the section lightly. And I'm going to add a bit of the butter to my hand. Let's rub it in, and I'm gonna focus with the butter. I'm focusing mostly on the ends because my hair is pretty dry. And I'll detangle it a little bit. Get a little jelly so you can see. Oh my gosh, I have hair everywhere. The consistency of it. It's a very slippery gel. Let me make sure I'm getting all my hair. So you want to take 3 sections, almost as if you're going to braid, and you want them about the same thickness. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're pretty much, it's almost like you're just, how do I explain this? It's almost like creating a rope with your hair. So you're just gonna keep going over and over and over and over. And you're just like passing the hair over each other. And the thing is, like, to be honest, it's actually kind of confusing. When you think about it, it's confusing. When you just do it, it's like, okay, no problem. It doesn't feel as good because I'm used to twisting with two strands, so this feels really different. And there's like, every so often I just feel like I want to braid, but don't do it. Don't braid. Make sure you continue your twist. If you can braid and twist, you can probably learn how to do this. Ha! That rhymed. Okay, so towards the end, I'm going to do my regular finger coil the end so that it holds in place. Okay, so let me see if I can show you. So you see, it looks different from a regular twist, but ever so slightly. Okay, so let's do the other side, and I will show you a few more times. All right, so I'm all done my 3-strand twists. It took a bit longer than expected because like my hands aren't used to the motion, but I think they look pretty good. So I will let them dry, I will unravel them, and then we can see the final result. Okay, so this is the finished look. And you know, I think I'm gonna have to put a 3-strand twist out in my arsenal because it turned out really good. You can probably tell by the fullness of my hair. I did separate the curls. I love the definition, but who could resist this volume, right? So in terms of the products, I think they do what they say they're gonna do. It's quite elongated. I got good definition. Yeah, it looks really full and long, and I didn't have to stretch it, which is awesome. So that was good. Now, what I will say though, there are two things that I've noticed. I don't particularly like the smell of these products, and to some people that doesn't matter, but if you've watched a few of my videos, like I always smell the product and then put it in my hair because my nose knows. And in this case, the smell is not bad, it's just not as pleasant, it's not fruity or fragrant, it's just kind of like meh. So yeah, I wasn't too crazy about the smell, which is whatever. I feel like, well, this is a 2-in-1 kind of thing. I feel like I use too much product because my hair feels a little, almost like, not tacky because it's dry, but it almost feels like heavily coated, which may be how it keeps your hair elongated. Perhaps that's what it's supposed to feel like, but I'm not used to that. So I noticed that it felt that way. And another reason why I thought I had a bit too much product, especially in certain areas where my hair is a little bit looser, like at the front, while I was detangling the section or unraveling the twist and then separating it, I noticed a bit of whiteness. So usually when your product gets flaky or white, that means either they don't work well together. So it may have been maybe the leave-in didn't work well with these two products, or maybe I just used too much in general, or maybe I didn't use enough water. So there's a few different variables that could be leading to that whiteness, but you know what? It's all right, no one's getting that close to me, so they're not gonna notice how white it is. Those are my results using the Shea Moisture products. So yeah, if you've tried them, let me know. Did you notice any of the things I noticed? Maybe you found a way to make it so that it doesn't feel too heavy, but you still get elongated curls. I don't know, let me know in the comments. And if there's anything else you want me to try, let me know about that too. If there's any styles you wanna see, let me know. Pretty much, I said let me know 9 times. So if you don't let me know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.